Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone the world you are. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale beginner artist self-proclaimed and your boy, Tosanyu. So for today, art stream after a week of break, and I will be drawing an indie VTuber, which is like Mihanada's Somaru. Yes, like I left there a few days ago, and it was like really nice to see her again. She was like in hiatus because she was like sick, and seeing her like again was like kind of nice. And it's especially like on her birthday, she released like a cover song and shot like fan art and stuff. Even though I couldn't like understood like majority of the things, I kind of had to like rely on that she speaks Japanese, and I had like to translate the chat so that I get a little bit of, you know, context like what's going on. But from what I can like tell is that a fan base, they're like pretty based. They're like all giga chats. Like in the sense, oh, take care of yourself, and oh, I love hearing you singing, but you don't like sound so well, please get well soon, drink some water, you know, stay hydrated, something like that. And yeah, it's like pretty cool like to see that with like indie VTubers, that they have like a guard, you know, that have like a team, that have like a group of like supporters, you know, that are like really understanding and supportive. I would like say she's a small one. I think 30k, like above 30k is like not small, right? It will be like my first time to draw her. I mean, like, you know, if you're like used to watching corporate VTubers, you know, you'd be like, okay, 100k is like minimum, you know, for it to be like big, I guess. And then there are like some who reach like 500,000. Really, I think like so far, I think no indie ever, or actually, I'm not sure. So far no indie did that. But yeah, numbers don't really matter, you know, as long as you know that your friend group, you know, around you, like, it doesn't matter how many friends you have, you know, as long as you can like vibe with them, as long as they're like the true friends, you know, that's like more important than numbers. So it's like quality above quantity. Pretty wholesome. I kind of met her like as another face. It's like still the same voice, but I recognized her like I kind of like found her by searching for like cover songs of certain song, and then I came like to hers and was like, holy crap, her voice. At some point she graduated from like her corpo, and then I had to like search again, and then I came like to a video recommendation. I heard like the intro and it was like exact what's its exact, but it's like very similar style to what she used to do in the corpo. And I was like, that is her, right? When I heard her voice, you know, like her speaking, it was like, it's the same pattern, it's like, you know, that's like her. And I'd be like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I missed you. Something like that. It's like always nice like that. But to be honest, you know, whenever you get like separated with like some VTubers you have like followed, it's not that I want someone to tell me the answer, you know. Like I respect like private sphere, you know, and you don't want to harass any of the one you like love to watch, you know. So I just let it naturally come to me. And this was like, ine. I think let's try another pose. I think I'm not satisfied with this one. Kyatto. And let's adjust the mic. So the stream will be less than 2 hours, at least I plan it to be. To be like less than that. And I will be drawing a chibi version of that blue-haired girl in the thumbnail. I think so far, when I browsed like through her fan art, she was never drawn in a chibi form. Never before. So I might be, yeah, I'm probably the first one to do it, or like one of the firsts. Don't really matter. Doesn't really matter. There's like language barrier when I watch her. It's like Mandarin she's speaking, I think. But her English pronunciation is like really good. And the Japanese, also great. You can like communicate via Japanese. But yeah, when it goes to Mandarin, I do not understand anything anymore. There was like a time where I practiced like that language, but I forgot most of it. Like, if you don't use a language for a long while, or don't get into contact with anymore, you know? Like, no exposure to it, then you forget naturally. But with things like, you know, riding a bike, this doesn't go away, really. Maybe it has something to do with muscle memory? But yeah, regarding this VTuber I'm drawing, she's pretty unknown, I must say. But not in the sense it's like pretty niche, and it's like only fulfilling like a certain target group. She's pretty underrated. And why she's like for so long not in the radar of many people is just like the language barrier as well. Like in the West, sometimes I see like here and there, sometimes like English, like Kaigai Nikis. Sometimes in the comment section as well, where looking like through stuff. No, actually not looking through stuff, but if I want to comment myself, sometimes I see like other people like their comments, and mostly it's like in those runes, you know, those Eastern runes. But sometimes I see like, oh, actually they are like overseas bros, Kaigai Nikis. And they're like pretty much of the same opinion. What is this voice? It's just underrated. Something like that. This voice. You know, it's like mostly about the voice. Like, okay, there's a language barrier. But music can transcend that more or less, you know? Like, just letting your voice speak for yourself. And as someone like me, you know, who is like a voice enjoyer, audio enjoyer, I guess. She's like she's like a treasure. I said like one of my, but I'm like, yeah, one of my favorite voices. It's like hard to say like what's my favorite actually. You know, they're like VTubers who have like asthma, you know, then they are like not really good with like putting too much strain on their voice, and then they naturally speak like in a very low volume. not only like low, but like in a very soft one. I guess to like limit the power output, yes, output. And to be honest, this has like a certain charm. Oh gosh. How do I do it? So I think like with Niji-sanji there's like Niji-sanji Japan VTuber, there's like one does like 30-minute streams or like less. At max is like 1 hour. Because of like the asthma. It's like Asuka Hina. I like her voice pretty much. She does like ASMR a few times every now and then. I'm really limited in what she can do. But her streams are like enjoyable and her laugh pretty cute. She's kind of like putting a power limit on herself. And while like asthma's not really nice, it teaches you something and like how to use your voice without putting too much strain on yourself, but still sound like nice. You can also like sing. Like those people who do like metal rock, you know, they do like those death screens, you know. I don't know how to is death screens, but you know, like those metal or like rock screams. They don't destroy the voice really. They use like a certain technique to not put too much strain on it. Like Haka, you know, he has like a certain technique. He says something like along the lines that it has like to come from the stomach. Like this voice, this monster voice. I'm like pretty sure people with asthma are not able to do that. But if you can find out what technique they use, so not to put too much strain on it. And then they come out with the rock thing, you know. To get a lot of power out of there, but actually not using a lot of power, you know. Would be like interesting. But I'm pretty much an amateur and like this kind of thing. It's just like I'm really interested in it. And like listening to voices and then like thinking, okay, how would I do this? And you know, my first time drawing her. She has like here buns, something. Goes there. She has like something of a hairpin that says like so. I think it's like the hiragana for so. And then along those buns, they're like these things here. Let's do a sketch here. Let's do a sketch out of that first. She has long hair. So as she's like an indie, she has like not a lot of reference or no reference sheets at all. So I have to do like look at official art of first and be like, okay, how do I draw this? I have no reference sheet. Yeah, kind of. Like with corpo VTubers, you have those are costing extra, like for the VTubers itself or like the corpo. But as an indie VTuber, you probably don't yeah, buy those. Makes it more difficult for me. I will figure something out. First of all, I just do like all those dirty sketches. There's something like Chinese inspired clothing. Chinese styled, I guess. Yeah, you can say that. Chinese styled. But they're like some extras here and there, and it's like see-through. So I'm not really sure how I should like implement that. Probably not at all. I will not try that much. Like if it works, it works, you know. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I want to do that like within 2 hours. I don't want to put too much time into like the clothing, you know, it's just like a chibi. If it's like something other than a chibi, it might be like worth the you know, time investment. She has like multiple belts. Gosh, belts. Belto. We'll see how I can balance that, like silhouette wise. For now it looks like way too chubby. She way too chubby. Shouldn't be too chubby. She's like a tender, petite, she has like slender, petite body form. Oh, I'm not doing good today. How are you? I'm not doing good today. I think like I'm sick. No, yabe. Spider net, oh gosh. I do it roughly first, and then afterwards let me think on how I can make it better. Okay, she has a little auge. The balance is like weird. Yeah, yeah. Let's try to work on this one. Maybe let the hair wave to one side. You know, like where like the stretch out arm is. could be like some kind of pose. Not really sure if you can say Kamen Rider or like maybe like some kind of Sentai pose, you know, like to the side. That's like kind of assistance kind of pose. Not really sure why I did that, but I think like it would be cool, you know. Like if you do it in chibi form, it's like somewhat cute. With like those little silly dwarfs try to be like cool and badass. I think there's like a lot of charm into that. A lot of like people, you know, who draw her, a lot of artists who draw her. Let's not say a lot, but she's indie, so the fan art amount is like not massive. It's not massive, but when she's like drawn, it's like mostly like cute. Like that she's a beauty, you know, that she's like cute girl, like this kind of image. Sometimes for the jokes, there's like this kind of Twitter trend, you know, like with the t-shirt that has like multiple parts with like likes and retweets numbers, you know, and for each with like this milestone of like likes or like retweets are reached, then this part gets like cut out. Like sometimes this kind of trend is like, this has been like mostly used, you know, for like characters from like Fear, for example, and this kind of trend also like hit her. It has not been fulfilled actually. Like was just for the jokes, but you know. But she has a nice body. At least like the artist drew a nice body for her. The fan artist. And yeah, I guess I'm a medium is premium kind of guy. Like if it's still plot, you know, if it's plot, or if it's like flat, it's also like okay, you know. But I have to vibe it, you know, if there's like balance. If it's like way too big, the balance like way too massive, then yeah. You know, like let's go like in more degenerate kind of parts, like when I talk. Like, you know, I'm cultured. So sometimes I go like into cultured literature. You know, like characters like Frieren, who have like nothing up there, they're just like flat. When I like look for like cultured stuff, like let's say I look for her, let's say that, then I would like look for like stuff, even though I'm a medium enjoyer, I look like for stuff that actually has her body curves, body size, her actual size. But sometimes, you know, he's like really fat, you know, like with the beer belly and everything. Like sometimes you can like find that for like characters you're like looking for. Or they have like massive tits. If it's like, huh? For me, myself. What the hell? Why? But there are people who like enjoy that and be like, holy crap, fat Freon is best. But I'm like, eh? I like it when it's actually their actual body size, you know? It's like actually body conscious and stuff. You could call it a buff, but like, that's not a buff, that's like imba, it's like broken in a bad way. Like, I like it for like certain artists if they like buff them a bit, you know, that like the thighs are a little bit thicker, you know, like when they, you know, wear those like leggings or like knee tights, you know, that like around the thighs they make it like, you know, like a little bit thicker. Like those little significant buffs. Little buffs. Like still tasteful. Like not too over massive, but still like tasteful, like significant enough to like make a difference in like the how it appears. I'm like one of those enjoyers. Like Sack Sensei does that. Yeah, like some senseis are like respect for that. Them being able to like see the balance. But yeah, I think like from like even though Japanese artists can be like really cracked, like those bros, sometimes they're like bad apples. If I look in the West, it's like mostly that. But yeah, I guess everyone has like their own taste. When I was like watching anime, you know, Dangers of My Heart, there's like this guy who likes her girls like cis girls like a little bit chubby. Be like, no, you're good, you're fine the way you are. Oh, I want to like lose like some pounds, you know, maintain my weight, and be like, no, I like how you look like, and you know, it's like, okay, it's like kind of cute to say that, but at the same time like, you are looking like at the cultured kind of scene, and then they're like way too oversized, you know, like in the mass, body mass, and I'm like, you know, I'm getting kind of conflicted, but yeah, just looking like at the consistency of a story, you know, and the actual body size of like people, I'm like, okay, you know. It's like it's like a kind of a roundabout way for me to say, I like them how they are. I like the medium. Medium is premium. Maybe that's like how it came to be. Yeah, and Dangers of My Heart, where this one boy was like into the chubby girl, and she was like, I want to like lose some weight, but it's like, no, I like the way you are. It was kind of cute, but also like every time you eat, you look like so happy, you know. I want to maintain that, and if people like eat a lot and enjoy that, they stay like healthy for the most part. Like as long as like not too much fast food, you know, like McDonald's. Okay, sorry. It's not getting sponsored by that anymore. But let's say like any fast food kind of chain, you know, like that is like kind of the culprit in like making people like oversized, fat, and everything. It's like, yeah. But if you keep in moderation, you know, like eat like healthy food and no, just like tasty food, in general, you know. It's like, yeah. You want to treat people. I guess this boy wanted to treat her. I like eating too, to be honest. Like, I think everyone likes to eat. It's like tasty. Everyone has like favorite snacks or like food. You might like to eat cake, you might like to eat like some cookies, you know. If I think about myself, what do I enjoy to eat? I'm way too much of an old man with my tastes. I became way too old with that. I think like mentally. I don't have any cravings for chocolate that much anymore. Like, when I was like a child, you know, and people would give me sweets, I would like sucked it in and be like when it's like gone. And be like, hey, where's my sweets? Like Patrick, you know. You give him like something and instantly it's like gone and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna have. I was like, hey, where is it? When looking at other people, accusing them that they ate my stuff. You know, just that I get more. But nowadays, my cravings for sweets, they are like not really existent anymore. If you put like those things in, like close to me though, it's like, you know, at the arm's length. It's like, ready to grab. Then it like naturally disappears. But if like none of them are like there, you know, I have no temptation at all. Or like if someone else is like in the same room with me, they'll be like, here, you may take like some, but I'm like in work mode or whatever, and I'm like, nah, I'm fine, you know. I'm just here to talk with you, or something like that. If I have like certain objectives to do, then I'll like focus on that rather than like eating sweets. Like my life kind of runs on that I have like objectives, certain goals to like fulfill. I don't really want to waste too much time. Time is like limited. I understand that. I can't write. I can't write. This here, this here, this here, this here. Something like this. In this form. I cannot write Japanese. Haha. I can read it. I'm not good at writing it. Like if you give me like you know, if I can type it in like a keyboard, then you know there's like there's autofill for that, right? Or like kanjis. Or you just like choose the hiragana if it's like the smartphone kind of keyboard or like hiragana. Then this is like more easy to do. But if you give me like, you know, if I have to like write it by hand, I'm like, nah, I can't. Murida. I give up. But with practice, surely, you know, as long as I move on with like learning Japanese, it's like, yeah, doable. For now, it's just like that I learn like the most used kanjis, you know? And with like the grammar, I pick it up by listening for now, until I have like more time. Like, work is keeping me busy, and I'm working on obtaining more things to like be more mobile. To actually be like more flexible, like traveling around. I might want to give up here, I don't know. I don't have a clear reference sheet. I do not have that. Yeah, whatever. I will try. Regardless. Nikore. Let's keep the eyes fun now. I cannot draw. Mirio. I might draw this, but if I post this later on, maybe not. Too many details. Okay. What do I want to talk about? It's like kind of nice to like go back to like things you have like touched upon. There's always like the gap, you know, in like relearning things. You were like you used to be good before. It can be like kind of frustrating, you know, to be like thinking, oh, my peak was like this. I can't like reach it anymore. But you kind of want to go back to that peak again. By all means. But to be honest, every work you do is like valuable. Even those you're like not that proud of. Like, even what I do right now, I might not be the proudest of it, so I'm like wasting time. It's like almost an hour over and I'm like still not in the coloring phase, you know? And like, boy, you should have been done by now. What's taking so long? I'm like, yeah, give me time, I need to cook, you know? But yeah. I will figure something out. And it's like the usual thing. I think like I got it kind of, the balance. I missed for so long. I think here, less details. It's like not that she's facing forward, but sidewards, kind of. But the hope is kind of like, whenever I do like those searching lines, dirty lines and everything, that I hope that my muscle memory like kicks in at some point and be like, oh, yeah, do it like this and that. And then like naturally the lines look like a little bit better than before, like my first attempts. Usually I try like every week, like once. I think like last week, did I really take a break? Yeah, I did really take a break. Didn't draw like last week. So yeah. So readjusting takes time. But I don't hate it. Sometimes I do enjoy like my time enjoy having my free time when it's like that. Even though my I need like a little bit of struggle to like get back into my peak, or at least like something that's acceptable. You know, it's still like, yeah, I was like willing to take the risk. Here it is, you know. It still might not be good, but better than before. That's like at least like how I like change my perception on like things, you know, that like not everything sucks. You make like progress. Not significant, but you know, there's like progress there. Doesn't help to like look downwards at all times. Yeah, look forward, you know. Like not, yeah, I say like downwards, but you can also say it doesn't like help to look back on things that did work before. Like work with the things that did not work. And yeah. Then maybe something great is like coming out of that. Who knows? She has pretty long hair. It goes like up, down to her hips or something. Make this a little bit smaller. I cannot do it. Not in one try. You know, whenever I draw like chibi forms based on like very cute girls, or like those with cute voices, I tend to like draw them in a more pretty kind of way, in like this chibi form. Even though I appear like say so and everything, I do believe there's a dark side in them. Like, not in the sense that there's like, you know, that they're evil, but I feel like that they're like, there's a gremlin inside of them. There are two wolves inside of you. There's like a gremlin inside of them. And I bring this gremlin side out by drawing whatever this is. Okay, there's a little bit of symmetry in her art, in her design. Makes it a little bit easier, I guess. But it's like more interesting when things are symmetric, like to draw them. But maybe it's like more interesting to look at. Yeah, that's also like the thing. When it's like not fully symmetric. Like the asymmetric things are like more interesting. I think like I can move this ball up. Bola. More upwards. Hello 8, welcome to the art stream. I'm drawing video fan art of Somaru. That's way too mischievous. Let's just draw a simple smile. Let's just check up who's Somaru. Yeah, he's like an indie VTuber. Mostly music focused. But yeah, she has like a wonderful voice. At least like in my ears from my point of view. I think she's underrated. But the reason why she has like not been in the radar of many people is just like language barrier. But her fanbase is like pretty based. Giga chats. I listen to her covers, they're pretty good, yeah. She has a nice voice. I met her when she was a copy VTuber. I was like blown away by how great her voice is. The English pronunciation is like pretty nice as well. And she can obviously like... she can speak it better than like Japanese people. Like, that's for sure. But she doesn't always speak Japanese. Most like in Mandarin, I think. And then I don't get really what she says. Like, she speaks that Japanese, then I have like a little bit more context. But yeah. I take a help like translation tool from the chat to like get a little bit of context. But you know, when I translate the chat, I'm just like seeing like how cool a fanbase just like is, you know, how based they are. It's just like, yeah, it's like kind of nice. You know, you're like there for one person, but then you see like the other group, the group that's like with you in the chat, it's just like you see like how cool they are actually. And this makes you kind of appreciate like the whole thing like more. few days ago was like her birthday, and she released like her newest cover song, like "Happy Birthday to Me," kind of fashion, and did like a little bit of chatting karaoke, and she was like not healthy. Like I think something was up with her voice that she sounded like she still sounds the same, just like that her throat is like more dry. Yeah, you can like say that. Needs to drink more water. Obviously, yeah, you can't like keep it up for too long, the same power. Then the chat was just like, yeah, please take care of you, okay? Please take care of yourself. Welcome back, happy birthday, take care of yourself. Something like that in the manner. I would like say that she's a small indie, like 30k is still a lot. Like in my eyes it's like a lot, but you know. In fact, looking at like the experience of like, you know, with chat, it's just like, yeah, I guess like less is more. You don't want many friends, like as I said before. Only those that like matter. But in a sense, I don't have... I do have friends. It's just like far distance, you know? Like, you know, like with far distant relationships. I don't know. But if you... let's say if you only like new people via social media, like via Discord, let's say that. And like real life kind of things are getting like harder to organize. Like offline meetup, you know. It's so dirty. But the art is pretty dirty. The lines, everything. Hello, Miss Dyke. Welcome to the art stream. What do you think is cute about it? It's silly and derpy. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm going for. I feel like every anime girl, however cute and say so they portray themselves, they have like something silly and derpy about them. And that's like what I kinda want to portray. Yeah, true, yeah. It's kind of like over the top with certain anime tropes, you know? Like, let's say Aqua, Konosuba. Or like, in general, like all the females in Konosuba. They have like something crazy about them. like not normal. And to be honest, in real life, it's like somewhat true. No one is really sane. They're just like people who are like good at hiding it. And whenever you go like in a relationship with like girls, you know, like as a guy, like with a girl, even like for the opposite side, if you start a relationship, they show like their best side first, but once you're like deeper in them with them, then you see like all the other silly kind of stuff with them. Yeah, that show isn't to be taken serious, but really funny though. I mean, comedy, yeah, no, it's like for entertainment, for this kind of sake, in a parody of like isekai, true, on its own. And there's like not always, you know, okay, you're overpowered, cool. You have like cute girls in your party, check, you know, where you defeat the demon lord. But even though those girls are cute, there's like one kind of thing that's off about them. You can't really have the perfect partner. This like also like goes for real life, right? Like if you start to have like friends, they're like not certainly perfect. Like they have like some flaws, but it's not necessarily like flaws that turn you off, it's just like, you know, it's like charming to have flaws. And sometimes you like people because they have flaws, right? Maybe making them more relatable. Like if they have to work hard to be like great, you know, at something, or if the flaw makes them more funnier, you know, if they want to be comedian, and just like pull out the strength from that flaw, you know, to, you know, they use the card, you know, they like play the card they've been dealt with, you know. It's just like, yeah, that's like a good use of that card, even though it's like kind of garbage. In a sense, I could kind of make use of all the flaws in here. I'm like not necessarily satisfied with that, but you know, it's presentable, I guess. What can I fix? Centered more. The face, yeah. It's exactly like those kind of emojis. The custom emojis you do. To be honest, there was a time when I was like chatting, you know, like text form. I used like a lot of those emojis. Like with the O face, with a V as a smile, you know, or the smug. Sometimes I would use like those kind of things, and then it looks like this. If I want to make it more smug, I use like not the underscore but like the minus, you know, something like that. And there are variations to give like eyebrows to the O's. Now it's KK can't, yeah. Yeah, now a lot of people, they have like not the text form emojis, but actually they can, you know, it's like those emotes from Twitch, you know, that there's like this kind of meta now that they actually commission people to do like art, or they edit themselves, they draw it themselves, and then you have like those stuff. But back in the days, you could be like really creative with those things. It can also be like the smiley face from the side, or the laughing face from the side, XD. Japanese people are like creative with their emojis. They have like those, you know, cow emojis they call it. That really look like faces, and they're more expressive. That they can have like guns or anything. It's like nice meta. I must like say. And whenever I was like looking at Japanese manga, and let's say like shoujo mangas, you know, when there's like when the girl would like talk with the other girl or like with the other boy, and then they would like send other text messages, there's like this excessive use of like those cow emojis. Cow means like face, so like face emoji, something, I guess, acronym. So yeah, maybe because I like those, what I would like to say, maybe because of like those cow emojis I got like influence in the past. Maybe I like to draw faces like that, you know? It's like simple and easy to understand. And silly derpy, yes. But nowadays, there's like a time and place to use them. There's a time and place to use them. Being able to draw what you envision, even by a little bit, is such a nice feeling. Yeah, that is true. To be honest, my creativity is like pretty weak right now. Maybe they're like this kind of people who can only draw what they envision, you know, that they have like the image in their mind, and when they can draw it, when they bring it to paper. I became like more and more of this guy who is like creating some random lines, and then I'd be like, oh, that looks good, let's work on that and see how it looks like in the end. It's like with music, you know, that, let's say like music example, you have like a melody kind of in your head already, then you write it out, and then you have like your music piece. I'm like more of the guy who has to like kind of like fumble myself through. I press like some keys on the keyboard, be like bing, dang, dung, 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 and then it'd be like, oh, that sounds nice. And let's see if I use those other buttons, what kind of melody will this do? And then I like kind of like puzzle piece everything together. It's like how it nowadays works for me regarding art. Like how I work myself, how my work process looks like. Like, it mostly starts with the face. I'm just like drawing something silly and maybe like, okay, what pose would like look good to that, and then yeah. More or less like this, TLDR. Maybe like this kind of guy who did like the yandash, you know, like this kind of thing that's like a Yusu's weapon, you know, like with the cat that has like a rainbow trail behind of her. Maybe this kind of thing, maybe this was the work progress, you know, that they just like use some random melodies and then be like, okay, what sounds nice to that, and yeah, and then became to like the yan 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 yan, you know, like this kind of chain of like yans, like the muda muda muda, you know, but just like accelerated, and yeah, it's just like, it has no lyrics, it's just like melody, like a BGM you can like play. I think there is like something like that in Muse Dash or like rhythm games on its own, you know, that you have like just like a track of yan dash and just follow the melody on like doing the button things, you know, button inputs. Yes. Okay, let's add color. Wow, okay. It's a strong skin color. That is more balanced, okay. But yeah, if it comes to like other things, you know, they're like people who like prepare their mind already, what they want to like create. Nice chatting, got that off now. Good luck. No, thank you. Have a nice day. They're like people who are like able to envision what they like want to do, like let's say like writing wise. But they're also like chefs who like get to the thing piece by piece. Like there's like a certain starting line, like the A, and then the Z point. How do I get from A to Z? I like how it wasn't Breaking Bad. That like Mr. Chips turns into like Scarface. And it's like kind of like trying to get like to this point. Nothing was planned. Nothing was like well prepared dish or something. It's just like that they you know, they were like a true chef. They didn't follow a recipe, but they actually like came on it with like, you know, a lot of effort. I would like to say they came out with their own, but it's just like, you know, sometimes people have like random ideas, like and then it helps you like with something. Like sometimes people give you ideas. Like the main character Walter White is like pretty smart and everything, but there are like a lot of instances where like Jesse helps Walter to like come up with a solution. Like, hey, you can like build a robot or something, or like a or like yeah, a battery. They're like, oh, this is it. You gave me an idea. Yeah, what is it? A robot? You know. Can be a lot of things and factors. Sometimes like it doesn't go after plan, then you have like to improvise, and then you come like up with like a much better solution in the end. So I kind of like the progress of like just fumbling my way through as well, even though it's like more preferred that like everything goes like from start to finish like perfectly, you know, that you have everything set from the start when you just follow the script. But I like it as well when I have to struggle too. Let's say like, no, I don't really enjoy to struggle always, but there's a charm in that to struggle. Struggle, and then you get like to your best solution. There are like many ways to like solve a problem. It doesn't have to be the one. So when I play like horror games, they have like those kind of puzzles. I like to brute force it first. And when everything doesn't have, maybe I'm gonna like wait and think about what I can do, what are like my options actually. Like fumble my way through. I don't have the answer, like, you know, I don't look at a walkthrough, I don't ask for chat, like, for help, like, to backseat me. Just, like, try to on my own. If I can't, I can't. If I can, cool. But it has to be, like, my style, kind of, you know, to get through it. I like having my freedom. But then I can also, like, see, you know, how it can be frustrating. So, like, look at that. I think, like, this kind of line came, like, with Gaogura. Be like, are you frustrated? Obviously, she's doing something wrong in the gameplay, but it can be entertaining just to see someone not right. And then it's like about how do they get to the solution? How do they get to, like, from point A to C? For me, it's like always easy to get from point A to B, you know, from one point to the other, using the bike, using carpool, using, like, bus, whatever. But what about the end goal, you know? What is your end goal? Where do you set it, you know? Can be like with anything, like your goals in life. Where do you want to be? Where can you imagine yourself in those years? Or something like that. Where do you imagine yourself in 10 years? Oh gosh. Shit. My art is never clean, I guess. But you can work with it. For me, it's never about being perfect. It's just like being done. Quantity over quality, in my case. Like, it's easy to start something, but it's hard to finish something, you know? So I want to be in the camp of, like, yeah, I'm done, you know? And it's like, hey, great. A lot of people, like, ask, okay, how do I start this? Or, like, actually, like, a lot of people be like, okay, I started this project and, you know, but not a lot of people come, like, back and be like, I'm done, you know? It's like this kind of sentiment. Felt like a sneeze coming. I was like muting myself and it doesn't come. It's like, ah, gosh. That feels good to, like, sneeze. Kind of. Really, really refreshing. Not refreshing. Releasing? I don't know. But, like, the joy of, like, being released from something, like from the shackles, like, always nice. I guess I need proper nutrition. Even though I ate that banana and like some oranges before the stream. Oranges, you know, like for vitamin C. Like if you're already sick, it doesn't help. But I was like thinking, okay, before that's like worse, maybe it will help, you know? Maybe it'll help. Apparently it did not help that much. But you know, placebo, anything to cope, why not, right? If it helps you later on, why not, you know? As long as it doesn't get like worse. Can leave it like that, it's already second. Yes, I can leave as well. Yeah, most of the stuff I can do like this. Then what's with that thing? Okay, I forgot some things. Interesting. The details are interesting. I don't do it correctly, of course. There might be like a time where I try again. That's for sure. It's more complex than I thought with her character design. More complex than I thought. I can't capture quite everything that's like pretty characteristic for her character design. Like in Chibi form. Like in Chibi form you do like a simplistic version of that. But there's so much more to it than I could like see on first sight. Yeah. Yeah. I guess. It's gonna be like that. That's like incomplete, yeah. But I did my try. And even though the details are like interesting, I think a lot more people are like curious about, you know, the whole effects on like its energy, the vibe. As long as you can like bring in a certain vibe in there, you know, if you can make people like feel something, then you fulfill your goal. As an artist, I kind of like want to like convey something. And then if I kind of like successful with that, it's like good. Even if you can like offend people, like whatever your goal is, it's like good. Make them feel something. Like when you start to hate a character, then it's like a good character. But if it gets like to a frustration point, like where you get frustrated, then it's like maybe not a good character, I guess. Like if they're so dumb, it's oblivious to like the things that like it's happening around them. Like, you know, the typical horror main character who's like not seeing that like girls are liking him, you know, be like yeah, and the only redeeming kind of trait is like that they are kind, you know, that they're like, yeah, oh, he's not he's the first guy to be like kind to me, you know, something like that. Like in reality, nobody's like that. Like majority of people are like not assholes, you know. They can be assholes, yeah. Everyone has an asshole in them. No pun intended, but like generally we need a reason to be like, you know, to be like angry at at like something or someone. There's like no one. There's no one really evil outside the world. They're just like people who like struggle. They have problems. Ah, the lack of color. The lack of color. Ah. Okay, the basic color. I kind of find it nice every single time when they read out your names, like streamers. But at some point you get like used to it. It doesn't like feel like that special anymore. It's just like, yeah, whatever, you know. But still, it's nice sensation, I must like say. When you get like all the awareness, attention, yes. You're like, senpai notice me. Notice me, senpai. You know? They want all the awareness from senpai, ha ha ha. Yeah. But it's like kind of natural, right? Understandable. To want the attention. It's just like, don't be annoying about it. And spend like the same message over and over again. Sometimes I see that like in other people's chat, it's just like, so cringe, you know. At some point, the streamers, I was like, hey, don't spam the same message over and over again. I read them. If I answer them, depends on me if I want to talk about it or not. Something like that. They would like say. And kind of like, yeah, I mean, I get it, you know. I'm streaming myself, but the same, that is like, you know, before I became a streamer, was also like someone who watches streams, and I kind of like, I do like know what's like good and bad behavior, kind of like as a chatter, you know. If they play like a game for the first time, you have to be like aware that they want to experience themselves, you know, that they don't want any spoilers, they don't want any backseaters, you know. Like there's like a certain joy like clearing the first level on your own, and then there's like kind of your tutorial, your introduction to the game, and then it's like kind of up to the player to decide if they want to continue though. And yeah, there is like a growth curve like in games. Man, it's so blue. I think like, I kind of believe that spoiling someone is kind of criminal. Not criminal, but it can like take the fun away from people. The joy of like doing something for the first time. To be honest, I also did that. I'm like, okay, sorry. I mean it. Then it's up to the other guy to decide if they want to forgive me. If they don't forgive me, okay, good, you know. I mean, I can see that. Yeah, not so bad. Looking at her face, it's not so bad. It's presentable, yeah. Some things are missing, but I don't care. Let's make this kind of thing right. Some small adjustments. Give it like more line weight as well. Yep. That's it. But I will do with the details. Here, make some corrections. And then delete everything where I overshot it. So that it can be used as PNG or whatever. Like if I draw a fan of indie VTubers, sometimes they want to use something as a new thumbnail. Then it's like accommodating for that. Up to you. Never not, you can make it easy for them to use it. This character design, huh? The face is nice, if you look at it. But if you go like downwards, it's just like so empty. It's like not that great, to be honest. Looks so boring to look at. I mean, like, it's the sentiment of like water, mizu, you know. Mihanada. Like, it's written with the kanji for like water. It's like a lot of like white and like blue. But if there's a little bit of red, like more red or like more black in there, be nice. You know what? Let's add something on your own. Whatever. let's bend the rules. I'm not gonna follow the textbook character design. I'm just like adding black. Whatever. I don't care about when people be like, actually, you know, it just has to look okay. I think around here. And then some shadow, yeah. I think I can make a separate layer for that. Make it like a warm shadow. Ah, yeah. Looks like this. You can't see it really. Interesting. Okay. Jaja. Minimalistic. Okay, and my signature. I think this will be all for now. So, this is gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching. I wish you all a nice rest of the day, evening, or good night. Whatever time zone the world you are, with that I say bye bye.